Hello, hello, hello. It's Queen Jamila. I'm back for the Leos. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. If you need a private reading with me or either other spiritual work, the link to my website is below. And make sure when you come in, you hit that thumbs up to get the positive vibes flowing. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to get in here. I'm going to get my incense lit up because my incense just went out. I was burning some pine, and now I'm going to burn some lavender for this one, for this reading. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes. Oh, I already got folks in here. Hello, hello. It was just dead yesterday. I was like, good grief. Shout out to all of the people. There was an earthquake over in, I think, Spain or Greece. So I'm sending healing energy over there. And I'm just sitting here in lotus position, bringing you that love reading for August of 2019. We're going to first look at currently, as far as like what's going on currently for the Leo lovers, and then we will do the singles, okay? All right, we're going to call to the spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, ascended masters for the Leo sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And I'm a Leo rising over here, y'all. So I'm a Cancer with a Leo rising. Spirits, what message do you have for the Leos? What's going on now for the Leos that are involved in relationships? What are you seeing going on in that relationship currently? Like right now. And then we'll look at August. If you're looking at this in August, then this part will be for the past, technically. Nine of Swords. And the Hanged Man. Let's throw one more card. The Two of Swords. Leos, you guys are either dealing with an air sign energy, or it could be an earth sign, or in particular a Sagittarius. What I feel is that there's a lot of negative energy surrounding the relationship because either you involved with, you've got some kind of unfinished business, or either there's something that you need to move on from the past. Feel like a lot of you Leos, either you or your lover needs to cut the cords from the past. The past, whatever the situation is, it can be general because these are general readings, okay? Whatever it is, it doesn't look good. It needs to be moved on from. Also, another thing is that with the Two of Swords, I feel like the past has been kind of dictating the now and the future at some area in your relationship, okay? So let's look at August. Spirit guides, what are you seeing going on in August for the Leo lovers? I told y'all those cord cuttings are very important. I do it for couples all the time. I do cleanses and I also do bindings. And then sometimes people need a generational hex remover because generational hexes can be removed. You can cut the cord, burn the contract. What are you seeing going on for the Leos? So I do kind of feel some difficulty, but we'll see. Maybe it's coming up towards the end of the month. Yep, I knew it. Generational stuff. You guys got the Nine of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups. So in the relationship that you're in right now, Leo, I feel like there's going to be a lot of happiness and fulfillment and joy. That's what that Nine of Cups represents, feeling like it's a dream come true. Same thing with the Two of Wands, feeling very connected, vibing with each other. And then Two of Cups represents being in love, okay? Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, Knight of Pentacles comes up, and then Five of Cups. So this is the person from the past. There's emotions that are still coming up that involve this person. Being that they are the Knight represents active energy. So I feel like this is either an earth sign, or it could be a water sign, or a fire energy. Like I said, okay, it could be somebody that's air. But I feel as though this is a connection that needs to, those energies and those emotions need to be purged, and you may need to do like some kind of cleanse or core cutting. I already saw that. Okay, this person is bringing in a lot of negative energy. This is somebody from outside of the relationship, as well as Leo. If you are in a relationship with an earth sign, they're going to turn batty towards the end of the month, towards the mid to end of the month. So unfortunately, if you're with an earth sign specifically, they're going to start like having some kind of depression. They're going to start having some kind of anger. Some of y'all are dealing with earth sign people that can't let it go. Like if you're currently involved in a relationship with an earth sign, something happened in the past that was emotionally damaging. Earth sign is still carrying it with them as anger towards you, even though those negative energies were necessary at the time to put things in balance. They don't necessarily understand that. Okay. A lot of you Leos are currently with either water signs, somebody with a lot of water in their chart, or either fire energy. I feel as though it is going to put a lot of burden on the relationship, because the Queen of Cups comes up. Right behind her was the Ten of Wands. Now, some of y'all do have generational stuff going on, especially those of you that haven't quite broken away from either parents, family members. You know what is the most common generational hex that I see on people and their family? The hex of burden, being burdened, looking at everything from a negative standpoint. Oh, we got a baby on the way. Oh my God, where are we going to get money from? You know, the Knight of Pentacles is okay, but when I look at it, it feels like bad energy. Let me clarify this Knight of Pentacles. Spirits, give me some clarity on this Knight of Pentacles. See, the Tower. And then the Six of Cups. So this is somebody, all of a sudden, randomly, I can see this person as being somebody from the past. Hey, I want you back. It's like, wait. I moved on. Well, you're just going to have to leave that person that you with. No. You wasn't right to begin with. It wasn't a happy union when I was with you. What makes you think I'm going to go back to you? There's a lot of people that have a mistaken concept that everybody's just going to, oh, I'm just going to do this to this person. And then several months later, several years later, oh my God, we need to come back together and be together. No, no. Oh, I've decided that I actually do love you. Oh, you mean to tell me after you proved already that you didn't? Yes, they do regret what they did, but they just gonna have to learn from it. If you dog out your ex and that person moves forward, tough titty. And you know what? Unless I have to see a specific situation in order for me as a practitioner to just do work, I don't just accept, because I'll be like, look, and they be like, sometimes people call me, they be like, I want to get back with my ex. How long you been broke up with him? 2, 3 years. And I'll look at the cards and I'll say, hold on, wait a minute. This person that moved on and they happy. Yeah, can you do a breakup and a reunion for us? And then I'll look at y'all relationship and it was like not good. I'm gonna say no, no, leave that person alone. Now you can go to the next person, but you're just gonna develop negative karma for yourself. Okay. Leos are in love with somebody. Right now, they are very, very, I can see a lot of Leos. A lot of y'all were like, shoot, I'm ready to move on from the past, whatever. You in the past and you in the past for a reason. No, you cannot come back. Are you serious? And then the person will come back and then y'all break up 3 months later and you done left a good stable relationship for this person that doesn't bring in any stability. This person is totally unstable. They may bring in temporary stability, but they're not a long-term person. Y'all relationship literally lasted 3 to 6 months. No, I'm going to try my chances over here. I think they'd be better. Thank you. So if you're cross watching the Leo and you're trying to come back, Leos are really ready to move on. I can feel it. Okay. Do not create burden in this person's life. Now, like I said, this could be anybody. This could be your mother. This could be your father. This could be your auntie. This could be your cousin because they don't want to go through things alone. Sometimes people will come into your life and they will create scenarios because they don't want to go through what they're going through alone. So they want to make sure that somebody else is going through that same exact thing. Oh, I've decided to be alone for the rest of my life, and I can see this person over there in love. So I'm going to go, and this could be a random person as well. But it could be, it's actually, yes, whenever somebody does something to you spiritually, more than likely, it starts with family. You can tell that a lot of Leos have somebody that's in love with them, but then this energy from the past that is so, God, let it go, let it go, let it go. And definitely stop. Look, if you got to do love work on a person like every day, every single day, and I'm not talking about because there's some of you that have to do love work every day because you got somebody trying to interfere. Sometimes that person can be a witch or either a group of witches. This can manifest itself as family as well. If your family, your grandmother, your mother, your aunties, your sisters, all of them sit around and go, that man gonna beat her up. He gonna beat her up and he gonna kill her. See, that's witchcraft. You ain't supposed to speak that way about people. Sometimes it's just the family member that's under the generational curse trying to make sure that that curse touches you. And y'all got to be careful with that because they can actually manipulate your entire life. Maybe you have a love relationship currently, Leo, with somebody that is supposed to last 6 months. Maybe it's supposed to last a year. Maybe it's supposed to last 6 years. Maybe it's supposed to last 10 years. Maybe it's supposed to last the rest of your life. Whoever that is technically doesn't have the right to interfere and say, well, I don't want that person to, because I see people doing it all the time. And then especially people that assume, oh, I'm assuming that this person is still in love with me. So do a love spell on them. Next thing you know, you got their heart chakra being pulled in 2 or 3 different directions, which is unhealthy. Now, if you're removing blockages from love and stuff like that, that's different. But if you're somebody where Leo has told you, Leo has said, hey, I'm done with that situation. I've moved on. And you keep pushing and pushing and pushing every single day, it's going to backfire on you. So this is for the cross watchers. Leave it alone. Learn how to let it go and leave it alone. In fact, Leos are very afraid right now that you from the past is going to mess up their relationship. And they shouldn't have to go through that. You didn't deserve their time anyway if you're trying to cause them pain and destruction in their life. So they're afraid. And a lot of you Leos don't need to be afraid, because Leos do have a tendency to have fear. Okay. And Leos, being that you are a fire sign, you can very quickly manifest that fear into your life and into your relationships. Because people, I'm gonna tell y'all something, there's some people out there, they'll have you alone and single for several years at a time. You be sitting there and you don't even realize that person done did it. Clarify the Five of Cups, spirits. Oh, if everybody just knew how to control their energy, and if everybody had respect. So the Justice and the Judgment card fell out of the deck while I was shuffling to clarify the Five of Cups. So there's definitely judgment coming in from the past. And also, I can see some of you Leos to where your ex, they may try to take you into court or some crap like that, or maybe you need a divorce. And I'm talking about a spiritual divorce to where you cut the cord from that person. Because justice can represent divorce. And a lot of y'all that get divorces on paper, you still with that person's demons and entities. They still siphoning. They don't care because you ain't did no spiritual cord cut. And that's why I be telling people, I be like, okay, you divorced 10 years ago. You didn't think it was anything weird about you still being single? People contact me when they 30, 40, and 50 years old, and all this time has went by. Don't ever let that happen. Don't ever let nobody take or steal your time. Ever. Because people will do it. Oh, I just want to waste your time, or I just want to steal your time, and I want to make sure, I don't want you out there doing things that are fun. I don't want you out there, kicking it and having fun with friends and family. I want you to be in some kind of mental prison, can't sleep at night, and sad and upset and distraught. People are like that, and those are spirits that are in those people. And if a spirit is able to affect a person like that, well, now you know why you left them in the first place. I'm sorry, people that are very weak spiritually like that, I don't believe in necessarily holding on, to the situation. Okay, and y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Some of y'all be like, well, I want this person back, and I don't want her or him to move on. When was the last time you talked to this person? Oh, 2 years ago, a year ago. Uh, do you have any idea what that person is doing? If I see them doing bad or they're sad without you, then I'll do love reunions for that. But I won't even do a reunion. Sometimes I'll say, hey, this person needs a healing. This person has a lot of things going on. So the situation can be different. But if you're somebody that's done contacted somebody and they done told you, look, I've moved on, I'm married, I got a wife, I got a husband, then that's your cue to say, I'm because let me tell you something. Sometimes you can do spell work, you can do bindings and reunions on somebody that you shouldn't be doing it, and it ain't gonna work on nobody but you. Because people are smart these days. They're protecting their relationships better spiritually. And then, especially for somebody to be like, I want to hold this person to me, but I'm going to go over here on the other side of the world for 10 years and I'm not going to contact that person. It's like, well, I'm sorry if something happens, or like if you, for example, if you go to jail, if I don't care if you male or female, okay, people don't have to wait on you. Nobody, you wait on yourself. Get yourself together while you in there. That's very, very, unless you was already married to that person prior to going. But I've seen that too. People in prison trying to hold somebody. You gonna do this time with me? No, I'm not, buddy. Cut cord. Cut cord. Duck goose. I don't play that mess. And people will get over on you, and you next thing you know, you look up 10 years done went by, or either 5 years done went by your life, and you like, wait a minute, what the hell am I doing? Especially if the person is bringing you some kind of grief all the damn time. People that are away, or people, people that are going through spiritual stuff, they don't even always have to take that out on you. I don't know why people think that. It just is what it is. I guess maybe because I'm one of those people that solve my own issues. So I clarified the 10 of Wands, and I got the Lovers. So again, the Lovers could represent your sister, your brother, your mother, your father. And the Lovers represents crossing over that threshold and stepping over that. I know that for me, I felt like my parents were purposely attracting people into my life that I couldn't even see, feel, smell, or touch. It's like, well, what? And it's because if you are getting oppression, and you're connected to that through your bloodline, then that's going to attract certain types of people, married men, men that are in jail, and they like, baby, you love me, you're going to wait 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years for me, right? No, buddy, I'm trying to live my life right now, thank you very much. Okay. Also, if it's a person that's running around, they having a bunch of problems, life is a burden, they can't enjoy life, they just every day is a struggle, and you done broke up with them because of that, right? Because they not ready to be in no relationship. You're not ready to be in no relationship with that frame of mind, right? So you get tired of it, and you let them go, and then they sitting up there watching you, bothering you, all the time. That person got somebody up. Let me contact my witch over here so I can. And they just sitting there, and they with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? They with somebody else. They with somebody else. And they're trying to impede on your life. So a lot of y'all are going to have commitments come up in August, but then you got this past thing that's happening here, and then you got the Lovers. So let me tell y'all something. The decision that I can see, look, a decision doesn't have to be made over and over again, okay? Just because you come to somebody and say, hey, are you ready to take me back now? Look, the answer was no a year ago. Now you're pushing it, buddy. You're stalking me. So what I am saying is that a lot of you Leos do have a stalker. Okay? That's when you become a stalker. You've asked me upwards to 50 times, are you going to be with me? No. Do you want to be with me? No. And they still pushing and pushing and pushing, and trying to follow you at your job, and sending you little love notes and emails. No. The answer was no then. Now you're blocked, buddy. Okay, because some people that you break up with, you don't even want to be their friend. You like, explain to me what would be the benefit of your friendship if it's causing me nothing but problems. So a lot of my exes, I don't even remain friends with them. Okay. And if they done made a mistake and they're beating themselves up every day and they're trying to contact you with something that they got to discover on their own, your exes should not be codependent on you like that. I done seen people like, God dang, it's been like a year or two or three or four or five, and you still trying to get with that person. Trust me, it ain't gonna happen. Especially if they've already been down that road with you. Okay? Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, what messages do you have for the Single Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are you seeing coming up for August with this for the singles love? I'm gonna try to do the Virgo readings today. Feeling like I need to rest, guys, because I'm going through a very powerful but healthy metamorphosis with my health and everything. So I'm really excited about that. Yes, I am. Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Death card, the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Wands. You can definitely see the love door open, but it closes. I'm going to suggest that a lot of you Leos start to open up your third eye. Seven of Swords comes up. This is related to trust issues. This is related to, um, being kind of stuck. That's a blockage. There's a love that is out there for you, but a lot of you singles are being blocked, probably by either a fire sign, the spirit manifests itself in a fire sign individual, or either a water sign, in particular a Scorpio. Okay, this is some residual energy I feel from a past relationship. Also, a lot of you Leos that were hurt previously, you cannot allow that to dictate your love life in the future. You have to be able to move on. Okay, you have to be able to learn the lesson and actually look at it, look at the situation. So I feel like there's somebody in the past that you may be heartbroken over, that you may want to get back with. But Leo, I just don't think it would be a good idea. So it's time for you to close that door and open it, or either cut the cord and open the door to new possibilities. Okay. And see, you're even telling everybody else that you're like, oh, you need to move on with your life. You still stuck on him. But then again, you stuck on somebody too. Okay. And you need to lead by example. Or you're stuck on what they did to you. Oh, this person hurt me, so I'm just done with love. No. Soon as you start to be done with love, what happens? You start having chest pains, you start having heart chakra problems, you're depressed, you're sad. I do see some spirit guides that are kicking in for a lot of you. A lot of you need to cut ties. The Four of Swords represents that as well. And re-evaluating, why was the relationship there in the first place? So if you're stuck on somebody, which I can see a lot of you Leos as being stuck on somebody, you really need to cut the cord and move on with your life before it's too late. Some of y'all in y'all 30s, God, it goes by so fast. Do you understand me? And I'm like the poster child of, and they actually started laughing. Spirits actually thought it was funny that I sat around and was, single for years. And they almost did it to me a few years ago, but I caught myself and said, what? Crunch, crunch, crunch. Also, don't be stuck on these online connections and stuff, guys. If a person is not meeting up with you, or if it's not going anywhere, or if it's toxic, then you need to let it go. Let go of all associated people that have toxic views and ideas of love. Let them go, because they ain't doing nothing but messing you up even more. Be around people that are positive about love, like me. Not only am I positive about my own love life, but I'm also positive about other people's love life as well. Which is why I will tell my exes, go on with your life. Did you meet somebody yet? Do you need me to go find somebody for you? Sometimes you got, when you like, okay, I don't want to be here anymore, so I'm going to sublet it and let it go to somebody else. Sometimes you got to sublet these men and women. Be like, I found somebody for you. Yeah, they're a better fit for you. Yeah, yeah. They're not as sensitive. Okay, somebody see, you see, there goes my stalker ex in the chat, and he's not even my ex. That person ain't even my ex, y'all. They just wanted to be my ex, but they're actually not. Okay, Spirit, clarify the Seven of Swords. All right, see, it's time for you to move on, time for you to open things up. It's time for you to look forward now, Leo. And then the Empress. So there's an earth sign energy that's going to be coming in, but it may not be until September, or it could go all the way up to the year 2020 in like April, May. Okay. All right, all right. So y'all got to stop doing that. Spirits, clarify the Three of Swords. I do see you working out some insecurity issues in the month of August as well. See the Seven of Cups. See, that person is going to come back to me any day now. I just know it. No. Leo, it's time for you to move on. You daydreaming a little too much. Also, sometimes the Seven of Cups can represent somebody that is masturbating too much. Okay. Okay. Or maybe even watching porn, masturbating, instead of opening up your own energies. Okay. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. I hope that it looks like a lot of you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. If you're just coming in, hit that thumbs up, and see y'all later. Okay. If you guys need to reach me again, the link to my website is below. Love and light.